Hey, I'm back for another NFL recap video. This week it's the NFC and AFC Conference Championships. The games that I watched were the Packers, Seahawks, and Patriots, Colts. The first game that I watched was the Packers vs. Seahawks. The beginning of the game for both teams was very erratic. Rodgers threw a pass that was intercepted by Richard Sherman in the Packers' end zone. I can't stand that guy. I actually despise him. Then the Seahawks made a mistake. Wilson's pass was tipped and intercepted by Clinton Dix, who then returned the ball and got real close to scoring a touchdown. But the play was called back for player misconduct by Daniels. After Kuhn and Lacey were short of the goal line, the Packers would settle for a field goal. On the very next kickoff, Baldwin fumbled the ball, and the Packers recovered it. They would settle for another field goal. Unfortunately, they should be up 21-0. Such a crazy start to a playoff game. After the Seahawks had a 3-and-out on the Packers' next drive, Aaron Rodgers would throw a touchdown pass to a wide-open Randall Cobb. You could see Richard Sherman screaming at his defense on the sidelines. He was probably yelling, "We suck, guys. I'm the best corner in the league, and I have a stupid face." Wilson took another shot down the field and was intercepted again by Clinton Dix. He ran good yards after that, son. And Wilson was drilled hard by Clay Matthews. It drew a 15-yard penalty, but I think it was worth it. A few plays later, Rodgers threw another interception. Then a few plays after that, Wilson threw a pass to Kearse in the end zone and was picked off by Shields as he jumped in the air. Wilson was in the pocket for what seemed like several hours and threw the ball up, and Baldwin caught the wide-open pass down the field. I hate that guy. On the field goal attempt, the Seahawks place kicker threw a perfectly executed touchdown pass to Gilliam. No! First play of the fourth quarter, James Starks ran 32 yards and was tackled out of bounds by Richard Sherman and Cam Chancellor. Sherman ended up hurting his arm in the violent collision, but he continued to play anyway. A few plays later, Baldwin had a drop ball pass. He then picked it up and threw the ball to the ground in anger. Pete Carroll furiously chewed his gum on the sidelines. We are going to lose. Yup, definitely going to lose. It reminded me of Rain Man. Another pass from Wilson was tipped into the hands of Starks. The pass was intended for Kearse. Another turnover. There's no way the Seahawks can win this game. Starks should have kept running instead of going right to the ground. I know there's only 5 minutes left, but anything can happen. The Seahawks will get the ball back, and Wilson threw a nice pass to Lynch, and he ran down the sidelines in his golden cleats. But he definitely went out of bounds, and the touchdown was called back. Wilson would end up running it into the touchdown. Now the Seahawks would go for the onside kick, and guess what? They got the ball back. Are you kidding me? You have to catch that ball, Bostwick. That was supposed to go to Jordy Nelson, you fool. Mike McCarthy was so furious. He had a tantrum over on the sidelines. It was hilarious. 2 big plays from Russell Wilson to Luke Wilson, and a touchdown run from Lynch, and the Seahawks would go in the lead for the first time in the game. The Seahawks went for the 2-point conversion, and Wilson scrambled around and finally found Luke Wilson. He was near the end zone, and he caught the ball and was able to run it in the end zone. It was as if the gods were now on their side. Now it was a 3-point game with less than 2 minutes left. Aaron made some quick passes to Nelson and Cobb. Rodgers even made a run for it. And limped out of bounds. Another 6-yard pass to Nelson, and Crosby would kick a 48-yard field goal to tie the game. In overtime, the Seahawks won the coin toss. Russell Wilson made 2 massive passes, one on 3rd and 6 to Baldwin, and the other to Kearse, who had a rough day, but he caught the game-winning touchdown. This can't be happening. God damn it. The Seahawks had 5 turnovers. After the game, Russell Wilson cried like a baby, and Michael Bennett ran a mountain bike around the field. What kind of person celebrates a win by doing that? This game should not have gone into overtime. I shouldn't have made that meme until I was sure the Seahawks were going to lose. I jinxed the game. Final score, 22-28, Seahawks. Josh Cribbs from the Colts made the first mistake when the ball doinked off his helmet during the kickoff return. The Patriots would recover the ball. That drive would eventually end with Blunt running it in for the touchdown. Blunt celebrated with the Minutemen. It was cool. Later on in the game, Adam Vinatieri missed a 51-yard field goal. That's unlike him. The leg never misses. When the Pats had the ball, Shane Vereen made a spectacular catch. I have no idea how he caught that. Later on in that drive, James Devlin was eligible, and he pummeled his way into the end zone for another score. Tom Brady was intercepted by DeQuell Jackson when he was going up the middle for Gronk. On the defensive drive, Wilfork got a stupid penalty. Then there was a pass interference, and we had 12 men on the field. T.Y. Hilton caught a huge pass from Luck, and he was able to put both feet down before he went out of bounds. 5 plays later, Coby Fleener ran and fell into the end zone. The ball came out when he reached over the goal line, but his knees were down half a yard short. Zerlon Tipton would score the touchdown. That would be the Colts' only scoring drive of the entire game. Edelman and Blunt made 2 great plays for big yards, which put the Pats in striking distance of another score. Solder was declared an eligible player. Tom Brady threw the pass to him. He caught it, then barreled his way into the end zone. After a Colts 3 and out, Pats get ball. Blunt run good. Gronk scored touchdown. He spiked football. He happy. Colts got nothing. Andrew Luck was intercepted by Darrelle Revis. The next play, Blunt powerfully crushed his way through some Colts and scored another touchdown. Good thing he left the Steelers. That play was basically the nail in the coffin. My Patriots are going to the Super Bowl. You know it's a good sign when they put the backup in for Tom Brady. Garoppolo! Go Pats. Final score, 7-45. Patriots! After the game, Baldwin had a rant. He basically said that no one believed in his team and that they would overcome adversity. Please, just shut up. Nobody cares. After the Colts were severely beaten by the Patriots, they accused the Patriots of deflating the balls. Seriously? Are you kidding me? They're just sore losers. I believe the Colts did it. I think they deflated our balls. They say that deflated balls are an advantage. What about Russell Wilson? His advantage is that he's on Jesus's side. So who has an advantage? Deflated footballs or Jesus? Who is the supreme being? Brady or God? I'm going to say that it's Brady. Here's my advice. Don't hate on the Patriots. It only makes us stronger. Actually, will you please hate us some more? Because we need it. So please hate us.